hit the subscribe button.
Andrew Thompson, a charismatic human from Earth, stepped off the spaceship onto the vibrant planet of Zephyria. The air was fragrant with the scent of alien flora, and the sky glowed with hues of purple and green. Andrew's mission was simple: participate in an intergalactic cultural exchange program. Little did he know, his arrival would spark a series of events that would leave the native alien males astounded. At the grand festival celebrating interspecies unity, Andrew's charm and wit quickly caught the attention of Lyra, a prominent and curious Zephyrian female. With her shimmering blue skin and glowing eyes, Lyra was admired by many. As Andrew showcased his Earth talents, juggling flaming torches and telling captivating stories, Lyra's interest peaked. The native males, especially Zorg, watched in disbelief as Lyra and other alien females were drawn to Andrew. Zorg, a proud and traditional Zephyrian, felt his envy grow. How could a mere human, an outsider, capture the hearts of Zephyrian females so effortlessly? During the festival, Zorg confronted Andrew. "You think you can come here and steal our attention with your tricks?" Zorg sneered. "I challenge you to prove your worth in our traditional contests." Andrew, sensing the tension but determined to foster good relations, accepted the challenge with a confident smile. The festival grounds buzzed with anticipation as Andrew prepared to face Zorg's tests. "Let the contests begin," Zorg announced, his voice echoing through the arena. The first contest was a test of strength and agility. Andrew, with Lyra's encouragement, used his human ingenuity to navigate the course. He may not have had the physical prowess of a Zephyrian, but his resourcefulness impressed the crowd. Next came a puzzle challenge. Andrew's problem-solving skills shone as he quickly deciphered the intricate patterns and codes. Lyra and the other females cheered for him, their admiration growing. Zorg's frustration was evident. As Andrew narrowly won the second contest, Zorg's anger boiled over. "This is not over, human," he growled. "I demand a final duel, a test of wits and strategy." Andrew nodded, ready to prove himself once and for all. The stage was set for a climactic showdown. In the grand arena, the air was charged with anticipation as Andrew and Zorg stood ready for the ultimate duel. The stakes were high, and the crowd held its breath in anticipation. The duel began with a series of mental and strategic challenges, each one more complex than the last. Andrew's human ingenuity and adaptability came into play as he tackled each task. Zorg, confident in his knowledge of Zephyrian traditions, soon found himself outmatched by Andrew's unique perspective. In the midst of the contest, Andrew discovered an ancient Zephyrian artifact hidden within the arena. The artifact, a relic of Zephyria's rich history, contained crucial insights that turned the tide in his favor. As he utilized the artifact's knowledge, the crowd watched in awe, realizing that this human possessed more than just charm. Zorg's initial confidence wavered as Andrew's creativity and problem-solving skills shone brightly. The once formidable warrior now struggled to keep up with Andrew's innovative approach. Lyra, watching from the sidelines, felt a sense of pride and admiration for Andrew's achievements. The final challenge required both contestants to solve a complex riddle, one that had stumped even the brightest Zephyrian minds. Andrew, drawing on his Earth experiences and newfound understanding of Zephyrian culture, cracked the riddle with ease. The crowd erupted in applause, recognizing his victory. Humbled by his defeat, Zorg approached Andrew. "You have proven yourself, human," Zorg admitted, extending a hand. "Let us be allies, not rivals." Andrew accepted the gesture, their handshake symbolizing a new beginning. The festival continued, but now with a newfound sense of unity and respect. As the festival celebrations resumed, Andrew and Zorg's newfound respect marked the beginning of a new era for Zephyrian-human relations. The once skeptical alien males now looked up to Andrew as an example of what could be achieved through open-mindedness and collaboration. Andrew and Lyra's relationship blossomed, symbolizing the unity between their species. They worked together to foster greater cooperation and understanding between humans and Zephyrians, paving the way for future collaborations. The festival grounds buzzed with excitement as Andrew and Zorg prepared for the final duel. Zephyria's inhabitants, with their diverse and vibrant forms, gathered around the arena, eager to witness the contest between their proud warrior and the unexpected human challenger. The energy in the air was electric, a palpable sense of anticipation rippling through the crowd. The first challenge was a test of strength and agility. Andrew, though not as physically imposing as his Zephyrian counterpart, possessed a resourcefulness that quickly became apparent. Using a combination of leverage, speed, and clever tactics, he navigated the obstacle course with surprising ease. Lyra watched from the sidelines, her admiration for Andrew growing with each deft maneuver. As Andrew reached the end of the course, the crowd erupted in applause. Zorg, seething with frustration, barely managed to hide his displeasure. Determined to regain his honor, he approached the next challenge with renewed vigor. This test required solving a complex puzzle, a task that demanded both intellect and patience. Andrew studied the intricate patterns and symbols before him, drawing on his knowledge of Earth's diverse cultures and problem-solving techniques. He quickly deciphered the puzzle, his hands moving with precision as he arranged the pieces into their correct positions. The assembled Zephyrians watched in awe as he completed the task in record time. Lyra, her eyes shining with admiration, approached Andrew. "Your skills are truly remarkable, Andrew. You have a way of thinking that is entirely unique." Andrew smiled, his confidence bolstered by her words. "Thank you, Lyra. I just try to see things from different angles." Zorg, however, was not ready to concede defeat. He challenged Andrew to a final test, one that would require both mental acuity and strategic thinking. The duel was set to take place in the Grand Arena, a majestic structure that had witnessed countless contests of skill and bravery. As the two competitors faced each other, the arena fell silent. The first part of the duel involved a game of strategy, reminiscent of chess but far more complex. Andrew, drawing on his experience with various tactical games from Earth, quickly grasped the rules. His moves were calculated and precise, each one designed to outmaneuver Zorg. The tension mounted as the game progressed, the stakes growing higher with each move. Zorg's frustration was evident, his usually composed demeanor slipping as Andrew's strategy unfolded. The crowd watched in rapt attention, their eyes flicking between the two competitors as the game reached its climax. In a decisive move, Andrew captured Zorg's key piece, securing his victory. The crowd erupted in cheers, their admiration for the human evident. Zorg, his pride wounded, approached Andrew with a grudging respect. "You have proven yourself, human," Zorg admitted, extending a hand. "Perhaps we can learn from each other." Andrew accepted the gesture, their handshake signaling a new era of cooperation and understanding between humans and Zephyrians. The festival resumed with renewed vigor, the animosity between Andrew and Zorg transformed into mutual respect. As the celebrations continued, Andrew and Lyra found a quiet moment to talk. "You've shown everyone that humans have much to offer," Lyra said, her voice filled with warmth. "Your ingenuity and determination are inspiring." Andrew nodded, his thoughts drifting to the challenges that lay ahead. "There's still much to learn and many more challenges to face. But with friends like you, Lyra, I'm confident we can overcome anything." In the grand arena of Zephyria, anticipation reached a crescendo. Andrew Thompson, a human far from home, faced Zorg, a native of the planet, in a contest that would decide much more than personal pride. The air buzzed with the low hum of the spectators, all eyes fixed on the two contenders who stood at the center of the circular battleground. The duel commenced with a test of mental acuity. A holographic interface appeared before them, displaying a complex series of symbols and patterns. Andrew's mind raced as he interpreted the foreign symbols. His background in human logic and puzzles gave him an advantage. He quickly began to decipher the sequence, his fingers moving deftly over the touch-sensitive surface. Zorg, equally determined, worked with intense focus, but his approach was methodical and rigid compared to Andrew's fluidity. The first challenge ended with Andrew completing the puzzle a fraction of a second before Zorg. The crowd erupted in murmurs of astonishment. Zorg's frustration was evident, but he quickly masked it with a stoic expression. The next phase of the duel required physical dexterity and strategic thinking, a blend that Andrew found both challenging and exhilarating. They were presented with an ancient Zephyrian game, a mix of chess and martial arts. Each move on the game board dictated a physical maneuver. Andrew observed Zorg's initial moves, noting his reliance on brute force and direct tactics. Andrew, however, employed a more nuanced strategy, leveraging his agility and keen understanding of leverage and balance. The game progressed with each contestant pushing their limits, sweat beading on their brows. Midway through the challenge, Andrew noticed an ancient artifact embedded in the arena floor. Its intricate design and placement seemed deliberate, sparking a realization. The artifact's patterns matched those from the holographic puzzle. With a sudden burst of insight, Andrew incorporated the artifact into his strategy, using it to predict and counter Zorg's moves. The crowd, initially bewildered, soon recognized Andrew's ingenuity and began to cheer louder. Zorg's frustration grew as he found himself repeatedly outmaneuvered. The final move came when Andrew used the artifact's hidden mechanism to trap Zorg in a checkmate, both in the game and in their physical contest. The crowd erupted in applause, their excitement palpable. Zorg, now visibly humbled, approached Andrew with a new expression, respect. "You have proven yourself beyond any doubt," Zorg said, extending his hand. "Let us move forward as allies, not adversaries." Andrew accepted the handshake, feeling a profound sense of accomplishment. This victory was not just his, it was a testament to the potential for unity and understanding between different species. The tension that had once filled the arena dissolved into a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. The festival resumed with renewed vigor, but now the focus was on the collaborative efforts between humans and Zephyrians. Andrew and Lyra stood side by side, a symbol of the harmony that could be achieved through mutual respect and cooperation. As the celebrations continued, Andrew couldn't help but reflect on the journey that had brought him here. From a visitor to a respected figure, he had navigated challenges that tested not only his skills but also his character. The alliance forged with Zorg marked the beginning of a new era for both their peoples. The chapter ended on a note of triumph and reconciliation. The crowd dispersed, talking excitedly about the day's events, but Andrew knew that this was just the beginning. The real journey was ahead, filled with opportunities to further strengthen the bonds between their worlds. Andrew Thompson, now a celebrated figure on Zephyria, stood at the heart of the bustling festival grounds. The once skeptical alien males now looked upon him with respect and curiosity. The air was filled with laughter and music, a testament to the growing harmony between humans and Zephyrians. Lyra, radiant with joy, approached Andrew. "You've brought a new energy to our world," she said, her eyes reflecting the vibrant lights of the festival. "Your presence has shown us the strength of cooperation." Andrew smiled, feeling a sense of fulfillment. "I'm just glad to be a part of this," he replied. "We have so much to learn from each other." The alliance between Andrew and Zorg had transformed the social dynamics of Zephyria. Where once there was jealousy and rivalry, there was now a spirit of collaboration. Andrew's unique perspective and innovative ideas had opened new avenues for exploration and mutual growth. As the evening progressed, a council meeting was called to discuss the future of human-Zephyrian relations. Representatives from both species gathered in the Grand Hall, eager to forge a path forward. Andrew and Zorg took their places at the center of the assembly. The room was filled with anticipation, as the leaders prepared to address the crowd. "Today marks a turning point," began Zorg, his voice steady and sincere. "We have seen the value of working together, and it is time to solidify our bond. Let us create a shared future, where both our species can thrive." Andrew nodded in agreement. "By combining our strengths, we can achieve wonders. Our journey together is just beginning, and I am confident that we will face any challenges with unity and determination." The council erupted in applause, their approval echoing through the hall. Plans were made for joint ventures in science, exploration, and cultural exchange, each initiative designed to strengthen the bond between their worlds. Later that night, under the shimmering lights of the festival, Andrew and Lyra shared a quiet moment. "I never imagined I would find such a profound connection here," Andrew confessed. "This experience has changed me in ways I never thought possible." Lyra reached out, taking his hand. "You have changed us as well, Andrew. Your presence has brought hope and possibility. Together, we will create a legacy that transcends our differences." As the festival continued, Andrew reflected on the journey that had brought him to this point. He had arrived on Zephyria as an outsider, but through resilience and open-mindedness, he had become an integral part of their community. The festivities reached a climax with a grand display of lights and music, symbolizing the new era of cooperation and unity. Andrew stood among his new friends and allies, filled with a sense of belonging and purpose. In the days that followed, the initiatives agreed upon by the council began to take shape. Human and Zephyrian scientists worked side by side, their combined knowledge leading to groundbreaking discoveries. Cultural exchange programs flourished, fostering understanding and respect between their people. Andrew's relationship with Lyra deepened, their bond a symbol of the unity they had helped to foster. Together, they navigated the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead, confident in their shared future. One evening, as Andrew and Lyra watched the sun set over the Zephyrian landscape, Andrew spoke of his hopes for the future. "Our worlds are connected now, in ways we never imagined. I believe we can achieve great things together." Lyra nodded, her gaze fixed on the horizon. "We have already begun, Andrew. Our journey is one of endless possibilities, and I am grateful to walk this path with you." Their words were a promise to each other and to their people, a commitment to the journey ahead and a belief in a future built on unity, respect, and shared dreams.